Welcome to your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 17th of February for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. This week sees the Sun travel into the 12th Zodiac sign, the sign of Pisces on Wednesday. But also on Sunday we have a fabulous new moon. A new moon which is going to be fired up by the energies of Mars. But Mars is also going to be forging a tremendous angle with Uranus this week, which is a very positive but also very fast moving energy. And the Sun's going to join in with that by the time it achieves that new moon on Sunday. So although it's a watery new moon in the sign of Pisces, also mutable, shifting around, I do think it's going to bring a lot of passion to bear, and particularly when we can listen to our instincts but act them out in a more tangible way, which comes from the energy of Mars being in the sign of Capricorn, where it is exalted. But the other really good piece of news this week is that Saturn and Pluto now start to inch apart. They've been broadly within 3 degrees for around about a year, and of course came into that big connection on the 12th of January where they were exactly conjunct. But now Saturn starts to step forwards. It will move into the sign of Aquarius on the 22nd of March. So that will, depending on your natal chart, provide some relief. Or it could be that Saturn's going to move on to a critical point, like it joins up with my Sun for those 4 months that it is in Aquarius. But what I would say to you is that I feel that the intensity of the transit between Saturn and Pluto is going to start to lessen now, and that's something that we can all appreciate. Now, of course, this week also sees Mercury go into a retrograde. But Mercury has actually been in its shadow, both in the sign of Aquarius on the 2nd of February, and since the 3rd, when it moved into Pisces, right through till this week. But obviously we do need to be sure that we're being very mindful about how we control documents, communications, and there could be some kind of unreliability around a trusted appliance or even device that perhaps has been something that's always there, we're using constantly in our everyday world. Mercury being the ruling planet of Gemini, which is very much about the everyday world. Your specific forecast, Pisces, suggests with the Sun arriving in your sign for the first time in 11 months on Wednesday, this can be a transition point where you start to pick up and feel more energized. Mars also gave you lots of support on its arrival in the sign of Capricorn at the end of last week, and he is going to be forging an amazing link to Uranus in your sector of everyday communications all through this week. What can you expect? Well, someone could get in touch. It could be from your social circle. It could be an old friend. It could be that you're going to make something happen. But you can dazzle people with a real sense of excitement and newness. You may decide to give yourself a physical makeover, a new hairstyle, new clothes on the back of the new moon. Of course, Mercury is tracking backwards in your sign from this week. So some more creative strands may go through a period of stopping for a review, and then you may decide to abandon some and then focus on others, or go back to the original plan and start all over. There could be a little bit of that over the next few weeks, but generally the Sun moving into your sign is going to give you a lot more vitality, a lot more sense of purpose. You're really going to be on the front foot, and particularly as this week draws to a close. It's been a real pleasure being with you. If you'd like to ascend above your zodiac sign and embrace personal astrology and understand what makes you tick beyond just where your Sun's located, please see the link beneath this video where you can order your personal character analysis and also your 12-month forecast, and also achieve a 30% discount, or you can choose to have a one-to-one personal consultation with me. But for now, good luck and goodbye.